sort of team fight that Fnatic may look to go for.
And much more catch now too, right? With the brew, they can get that split up, and then they can actually use the disruptor glimpse with the split constantly to bring people back.
So now, Fnatic. Probably, I'd imagine we are going to see Uni's hero here, and Envy try and save his own pick till last.
Could they go for something like the bat as well? I guess they could. They've got a lot of options here.
Universe had a phenomenal game on the Bat Rider last game. Sorry, not last game. The series yesterday.
Yeah. So Bat, Allegiant. I mean, it depends if the Sankings also support.
There is the OD though for that sort of save if someone gets lassoed.
Yeah, it still pulls them.
It does, yeah. But yeah,
it does save their.
Buys them some time of getting beat down whilst they're lassoed.
Sure, certainly. Unless he's lassoed.
I wonder if there's any sort of global potential they want to play around the Cottle across the map. Any sort of strong split pushes that they could look to utilize. Ooh. We like to see it when Fnatic did something different. That's just something different. The Centaur Warrunner being picked up here for Fnatic.
If he gets Aghanims versus Naga Disruptor, and he's not caught in it, the damage.
Hey, it's the counter,
nice.
but that's a big if he gets Aghanims, and as we see, Centaurs
he doesn't really.
You don't really want to prioritize it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the other. I think maybe they just want some more hard lockdown, and just this tanky hero that doesn't really care too much. And now they can actually peel the sniper away, at least just with Stampede. He Stampedes, runs away. Disruptor can be okay, good to catch that, but if they can get the distance in time. Okay.
Oh, Centaur Sniper.
This one's intriguing.
Yeah, I've not seen a Centaur in a long time. Execration with that final ban will take away EE's Visage that we saw showcased yesterday. And Fnatic. Still,
Visage would have been cool. Visage, the Stampede birds.
Yep. Still that same flame for Execration that we're looking for.
10 seconds remaining.
Fnatic needs theirs too. Is it going to be Bristle?
5 seconds.
It's a lot of beef. It's a lot of run at you.
It's a lot of run at you. OD though, the pure damage is pretty good versus Bristle backing away.
Oh, could they be set up for it?
Could they set up for it?
I think the final ban from Fnatic may be the one that's sort of where we might be able to get what they're going to go for.
They have to reveal it first though, no matter what.
Yeah, sure. I mean, just in terms of us being able to predict. Something that indicates what would have been good against what they're going to finish this draft off with for Envy. And as I said, maybe the Bristle with the call, maybe sort of more of the traditional carries. I mean, Phantom Lancer is still there. Gyrocopter is Gyro's banned, but the PL for Envy is available.
Terrorblade, PL, Bristle.
I guess there is the static song for the catch on the PL. That's the problem, but Weaver to be banned out. So, Leshrac.
That was not expected.
No, it's Fnatic going for something very different here. They've got sort of the triple stuns, the lot of wombo combo if they catch them. But it's a Naga Disruptor. Execration definitely has strong ways to sort of counterplay the team fights that Fnatic are going to go for with the pickoffs. And this final pick from Execration. What safe laner can they draft to answer this heavily magical, in fact, pretty much, well, other than the sniper, entirely magical damage output? They want someone that can carry...
Lush has mixed because of the
Sure, I guess with the Edict,
absurd,
yeah. Once they're on top of you.
This is, I mean, this double stun lane versus a Brew,
it's a lot of kills.
Brew can really suffer versus this quite heavily. And I'm assuming this Lash is going to get something like a Yule Scepter to kind of counterplay the Naga Disruptor. You get Naga Slept, you get Disrupted, you Yule Scepter, and you can turn.
No, it wasn't Execration that played anti-mage earlier, wasn't it?
No, that was Geek Fan.
Could they not just do an anti-mage game? No. Oh, they want to keep the pace high themselves. They draft the Vengeful Spirit.
They only have the combo with the Disruptor Naga. I usually like when people have at least one more thing to throw in.
As you said, it's Disruptor Naga. Sure, you've got good team fight with the Brew. Interesting. So finishing with the Venge. Looking to, I mean, obviously with the Venge, it's very nice. If they can get that Lesh in a bad position in the team fights.
What am I even looking for? I'm looking for a Disruptor, dude. I don't know what's wrong with me right now.
Come on.
That was like the first pick. I don't even know what's happening. It's like right here.
So, something different. Execration definitely drafting differently here for game 2 to make these sort of amendments. And Fnatic turning up with something entirely different to look for that second win. Of course, Fnatic 1 game away from qualifying for the Corsair DreamLeague LAN Finals. What are we going to do with predictions, Giannis? I've got to go with the mad mind of Eternal Envy. If he's got something planned with this Universe Centaur, the Eternal Envy Leshrac, I've got to go with Fnatic again. That last game was too much of a beatdown for me to side with Execration.
God, I have such a hard time going against Naga Disruptor.
But it's Naga Disruptor.
But Envy the Madman. Let's go Fnatic. Oh my God, this is going to be crazy.
It's Naga Disruptor.
These last two picks are really intriguing to me. I mean, we'll see how it can work out. The Sniper has a great matchup. That's the one thing. They have ways to close the gap on the Sniper. That's my biggest fear.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's quite a bit of an interesting one.
I haven't...
Once again...
I mean, I love me some Leshrac.
Sure, we have seen a few different regions every now and then, you know, recently at tournaments. There is sort of a game or two off the core Leshrac.
We had one at the DreamHack Major. Mid one played that and he destroyed the game with. They had a bounty hunter. They were pressuring the lane.
And more recently, back at the Starlight LAN we had when Complexity played it a few games or something.
No, we had
who was it? That
wasn't it maybe?
I think you're right. There was
I believe it was maybe who played
it. Mr. Somnus out.
Somnus, yeah.
I think it might have been. So it's definitely a hero that still gets down, but with Centaur a lot less so. I can't remember the last time that I've seen a Centaur. I'm sure it's played.
They played it recently. They may have played it recently.
Oh, you checking the chat for their expert?
No.
I was going to see.
I'll switch.
Chat knows.
No, chat doesn't know it. They know.
Chat knows.
They said they said AM.
Centaur
so right.
in 2018 lol.
They're just nothing. They're not saying.
Yeah, I would have liked to see the AM come out. I mean, AM against Lesh. The mana voids, just dreaming of the mana voids.
The hero's slow. The hero's really
dreaming
slow.
of the mana voids.
Fair.
It's like on a similar level to when you're playing against a Storm as an AM and you get that mana void that just really hits the spot.
Alright, let's see if I can take a look through theirs.
We do have a pause, by the way.
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking at...
As usually happens at the start of these games, so...
Yeah.
Should be able to get on. So you're looking to see when the last play Centaur?
Ooh, I'm not seen it in a while. They played a lot of... Fnatic's played a lot of Dota recently, so I gotta scroll down. I'm only at 7 days ago, so... Let's see.
That is the sound of unpausing.
The game.
That is the sound of the game beginning. Let's get into this one. Game 2. Execration versus Fnatic. Now, we saw in Game 1, Execration struggled to kill a single core of Fnatic. Surely, our whole series can't go that way. Surely, we'll see something a little different in terms of
They have played the Centaur. They played it with a more, traditional kind of thing. They had the Shadow Demon with.
How long ago was this?
27 days.
27 days ago. Not too far back. And how did Universe do? Good game?
They won, and it was versus Geek Fam, and let's see how well he did. Universe... Ooh, God. He was 2-2, but he had a heart and a Crimson Guard. So he did great.
Okay, he did great. He did great.
All right, let's see. Centaur.
So, Sniper OD, not going to be a great lane for the OD. What can you do to help it out? Are we going to see someone sit mid with the OD at the start?
30 seconds to battle.
I think they want to run this full tri-lane. They might start... I guess they might start the... Clicking on the items here. He's got roaming items kind of on the Naga. He's running the Orb of Venom. But he wants to be able to chase. Maybe Disruptor just starts mid, and then he just runs straight bottom right after he blocks.
See what they can find here. On the hunt, there are 3 members of Fnatic. Nando will manage to force them back, though, as Fnatic not interested in trying to take that fight, so... Just getting the rune trades here.
Execration will get 3.
They do. They get all 3 of them. Carl starting off with the double bouncy on that mid OD, so a little bit of help in the matchup, as we said, that is already sort of just held against him in terms of the hero matchups.
You got good base damage on OD, just in the later stages is where Sniper does really great. And Disruptor does just block mid, and he's running bottom, but as soon as he sees the Sanking, he turns around. He's going to start the pressure. And Lumic putting pressure onto DJ bottom, but this lane, Coddle Centaur, stun plus the nuke. If they walk up and get hit by it, it's pretty brutal, and it gives Universe always space to get a lot in this off lane, because it's always going to be shoved under the Vengeance face. Ward comes out, DJ blocks the small camp. So the thing that happens with Coddle is usually when you're seeing it, you want to block the hard camp if they do these dual aggros, because they're just going to push the wave in and pull the side and constantly do that over and over again to deny you farm. And yeah, they are pinging out. They know the pull is blocked. Put some pressure onto Universe here.
Let's got that level 1 in return. Just just enough life to keep alive, and as we saw there, the beat down from Execration does cost them a lot of their own HP because of that. Top lane, Pi is there now backing up Envy. Already having a pretty good time, and will move in with the chase down.
Kind of has to save the stun for a bit because he doesn't want to just TP out, but now he's just going to walk away.
And mid lane, actually having the lead on the OD at the moment.
Yeah, it's,
as you said, it's the
base damage. Yeah, you've got really high base.
As we'll expect to see that matchup probably swing back towards Arbed after a few levels down bottom. Universe.
Carl has also just been on fire today, right? So
he has, yeah. We saw him have a very good lane against Arbed last game, despite obviously losing, but the puck versus OD that he played the puck in was very impressive. Pi will find an Invis rune here, so could look to try and catch someone off guard. It was underneath the ward. Yeah, it's pinged out. Okay, so Carl will back off. Just that it's likely that Pi is heading towards that middle lane with that rune.
Things are kind of working out though for Execration right now. They're putting a lot of pressure onto Universe. He's level 1 on the Centaur. The Coddle's almost level 3. He got pushed out just because of the Disruptor plus Naga, the harassment. Centaur having only that 2 base armor. Riptide puts him at 0 on top.
Top lane, they've got the stone combo. Yeah, he's going for the TP out, and he actually decided he doesn't need to go all the way back to base. Even though actually he might need to.
Yeah, I think he actually needs to go back to base.
Oh, Yaj. That's a bit of a question mark, that one. Maybe accidentally cancelled the TP. I don't know.
Confidence.
I mean, yeah, that's a lot of wasted time for the Brew.
Yep.
As he's going to have to long walk up and down that lane. Yeah, not sure about that. We all make mistakes.
Yep. So Envy is free farming, but look at these other 2 lanes. Centaur has 3 last hits to the 18 of the Venge. They're not really slowing down the farm of Nando at all. They did finally get that side pull off though, like what I was talking about. The Coddle Blast into pull the side because they want to just deny the creeps from them a bit. Dire Scan comes out. Lumic was missing for a while. It does catch the Naga trying to gank Abed mid. So this bottom lane isn't getting as much as they pretty much wanted to. DJ, they're trying to close the gap. Centaur stun comes out on Naga. Still trying to get the net. They're trying to get the glimpse back onto DJ, but yeah, unable to.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Bounty rune. Lumic, Pilar down the other side of the map. And we'll grab both of those, in fact, from Execration, as Yaj not close enough to find them. So, I mean, once again, Envy is getting a very free lane up top.
Abed, I'd have to be careful here. And that comes out. He's got shrapnel charges though. Carl knows he can't walk up. Envy's got 3 in Edict plus the Aquila.
It's a lot of damage. Yeah, if they can get them sort of soloed out away from the creeps.
Keep spamming the wave in constantly.
We're gonna look to maybe try and dive this.
He's got no boots on Pi though.
Oh, so he won't get that Burrow Strike connection.
A lot of damage being secured on the tower though, but they really wanted to push him off of this wave when you have a double or triple range creep. He won't be able to farm it, but he will get the experience. So Brewmaster getting close to level 5, while Universe only level 3. The stun does come out, Envy connects.
Yeah, they got the follow-up damage. He's going to have music back up in a second. Yaj turning with the clap, trying to retreat. Yaj will go down, so Fnatic get first blood. They're very deep though behind this tower. They have a second stun. Envy, again, they may get a couple out of this as Nando is falling low. Get the magic missile off. Can Nando survive? He can with the stick charges. He'll turn. They'll punish both of them. The one keeping Nando alive. As a 2-for-1 goes the way of Execration. Fnatic did get that first blood, but the dive does cost them.
That is a core rotation though. This is going to give space to Universe down bottom. They will be able to shrine though.
Oh, that won't be quite enough. Can't fine for now, but
some harass. Yeah.
Doesn't have a salve, so may have to walk back to base. He's got 3 tangos. We'll see if he feels confident hanging around.
Power between Naga and Venge though. The minus armor really does hurt versus Fnatic's lineup a bit. Envy has like the Aquila though, so it does boost him.
Carl is playing very aggressive. I mean, he's got some backup, but he needs to be careful. So he's got the Astral.
He's baiting it. They're gonna play with each other. And bottom, Envy, quick rotation after he dies. Tower. And he knows that he can make this move. Glyph gets popped late. Edict already pretty much destroys
Can
this tower.
Envy get the last touch? Oh! No! Oh, no.
Silly catapult.
Disappointment. But still, yeah. Tower down. As Fnatic get that push on. Down bottom. Yaj with some space up top as he works towards his 6. Nando's still up there with him. They might see if they can try and get some pressure on themselves. Pylar dying Universe on a bit of a roam through the jungle. Oh, that's the Execration.
Envy's just continuing to farm down bottom. He sees that. I think he got a glimpse of this Disruptor for a second there, and the Disruptor's just gonna hide in the trees. Envy's just pushing in the lane.
Oh.
Now OD, TP.
Oh,
they want to try to punish Envy here.
Yeah, they do. Carl heading down. Envy. They're just going to try and hide in the tree line, but they've got the vision with the Thunderstrike. They glimpse him back. Stun holds back Carl for now.
His team's here.
They have the Astra. They do have to be careful of that Edict. Carl and Grimm's taking a lot of damage from that, and Carl and Grimm's, they now have to turn and run. Pi trying to close the gap for a Burrow Strike. Grimm's will be able to create the distance. Carl underneath the tower. Pi still hunting for him. Pi actually turns for the Disruptor instead. Goes in with the Burrow Strike. Will take the life of Grimm's. Now Carl going back towards Pi with Lumic, but they don't have detection.
He just hit level 4 from that kill.
Pi.
They're not done.
He's not indeed. They've got one stun into another. There'll be a sort of defensive Astra, but it's not really going to save this man as Envy has the follow-up stun. Double kill for Pi. They're very low on Fnatic. And you can see Carl, he really wants to get these kills. He will find Pi. Envy's going for the TP out, but he's not going to make it. Magic Missile's there. So Carl has the vision and control to set up for his double kill. So again, I mean, Fnatic, they're getting these kills, but they're diving behind tier 2s. And each time, actually, they've been given a double kill to the core of Execration.
Yeah. They are diving quite far. They got some tower damage, but that pulled a lot of attention there. Look at Abed. He's completely caught up in last hits now. 30 and 14 to the 28 and 7 of OD, because OD was forced to move down. But at the same time, since Lesh was bottom, look at Brew. 29 and 8 now on Yaj. What's he brought out? He's got his Soul Ring finished.
So already, definitely a lot better situation for Execration in comparison to game 1.
Yeah.
This time they've already got some kills on the cause of Fnatic, thanks to Fnatic's sort of aggression with these movements.
It's pretty damn close right now, though.
It is.
The supports are pretty poor on the side of Execration. The Disruptor in particular, just having to just go brown boots in all the wards. And smoke coming out. Envy looking to stay aggressive. They've got a lot of chain stun here. And a hell of a lot of burst. Carl's ready to use the Astral. Oh, he's in serious trouble.
He is. The Burrow Strike into Envy's stun. More than enough control to take down that OD. The Assassinate not even needed from Abed. As Envy, every time he uses that Astral aggressively, he's in trouble.
Envy's playing so active. I really do like it.
Middle tower is under attack.
Getting good levels as well. Level 7. He's got the money for the Arcane Boots.
They need to buy time for Universe to get much more farming levels, because he's still only level 4 on this Centaur. He's struggling to find a good place to be. Even though he's 0-0 and 1, he's forced to jungle kind of.
Down
mid.
bottom. And they've got the TPs coming in mid. Yaj does have that primal split.
They got the glimpse.
They've got control. He's still got the Burrow Strike. Under the root. Dodges it with the Sandstorm though, Pi.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The line is drawn. Pi wants to put pressure on Nando bottom. Nando might just TP out of here. He does see the Sand King rotating. But Envy. Okay, now Envy's gonna play through the ward as well. He's gonna make his way back toward mid though.
Well, Arcane Moon as well. Envy would certainly love to get involved in some more action with that pickup.
He is starting to, I guess you can say, get under-leveled a little. He's level 7 still only on the Lesh, while the Brew is almost... There's also level 7 catching up to 8. They're giving DJ a lane, though. DJ doing the similar thing that, you know, I call it the GH. You always rush the Force Staff first, and then you go for the Aghanims. Pi getting pinged out like crazy. Assuming that they're probably thinking he went in here to go ward, and they're right to think that.
They've got the swap.
Sandstorm, he's juking out the net.
He is looking for the net.
He's using the tree line. In some trouble now, though.
Still got him. Net into the Magic Missile.
Spent his gold. He bought an urn. So they're trying to figure out where the ward actually is. Look, they're pinging all these different locations, and they actually are spotted in their smoke anyway from that high ground ward. So they have Bruce Blade available. They want to try to get a big core kill out of this into a tower push.
But Fnatic, no. Yep, they're off. Arbed. Miles away from this ult, keeping himself very much back from any sort of potential rotation off the back of that smoke.
Envy's got a big stack to farm here. I think that was DJ who's probably stacking it for himself, but either of them taking it is fine. Envy's going to be very happy with that. Post Nova getting cleared out very quickly. The Brew is there. Steals some experience. But Envy finishes it up. Stun. Paya on the high ground.
Glimpse him back down into the kinetic field. They'll pop the Stampede. They have got backup coming in the form of Arbet. Pie Die will survive for now. They look towards Lumik, have the chase down with the Burrow Strike. They'll get the kill.
They forced Brew split top. Actually, I think he was trying to go for Envy or something there, but that's a Brew ulti down now, which is one of their big teamfight ultis right now, until they have the Naga sleep with the Static Storm set up. And Universe, during all of this happening, all this pressure, 700 away from the blink. He's going to be the big one to look at for him to get the catch on Execration.
Look at this with his haste from Pi, trying to chase down Carl. Won't quite get Universe in range for this next stop unless he gets some really good body blocks off. Lumik's going to be there though with the detection. The Astral holding the Sand King in place. Pilot dies, still some time left on the haste run, and that will get him out of there. Carl turns towards Universe, the root's back up, he's racking up the imp, but the 3-man Burrow Strike holds back that of Execration. Grimm's still looking to try and help chase if they can get the vision for the glimpses and such, and they will. Glimpses back Universe into the kinetic field. Universe will die.
Pi still running around trying to make space. Nando gets the stun. Connects. Pi's dead.
Bit of a messy play there in terms of positioning from Pi and Universe. As you can see they were tempted in to try and make something happen with the haste rune of Pilot Eye, but ends up costing their lives.
Under the shrine, it's always going to be, you're going to have to expect some kind of rotations to come out. So Naga, closer and closer to 6. They do have Disruptor ulti at the ready to try to go for something here. Top, Yaj. DJ forces Envy forward.
Oh.
And Yaj is very dead.
Yeah, no promo split, no escape. But now on a killing spree, picking up these kills as he goes lane to lane. Top net worth, as we can see, and very close between the Venge, the OD, and the Sniper. As this game, again, much closer than what we saw in Game 1 this time round.
Yeah.
Both teams having their strengths, both teams having these very active safe laners. You know, the Vengeful Spirit and the Lesh, they're both interested in fighting very early on, and I believe as we saw Nando going straight for the Shadow Blade, at least that's what he had queued up earlier, and he still does now, yet to expend the money.
That seems to be the new build, right?
Yeah.
Just Treads, Aquila, Wand, Shadow Blade, so you can run around making plays with your team, because this is not a hero where you want to sit back and farm. You want to be constantly getting aggressive, and he's doing great. 204, 73 last hits. He's getting involved in pretty much all the kills for his team. Glimpse on mid.
Pi
disjoint the glimpse.
The timing with the Burrow Strike, perfectly timed from Pi.
And that's a Static Storm committed.
They do find Envy here. He's got an Invis rune. They need detection. Do they have any detection? They do not have any detection. They have nothing.
Disruptor's too poor. He's got boots, windlace, just naked. He's struggling. He's placed a lot of wards around the map, as you can see. They've have all 4 of their obs wards actually placed down right now.
Envy's hunting, and he will have seen, I believe, with the Invis rune, Nando himself go Invis with the Shadow Blade.
I think Envy's telling him to bait.
And the bait.
Here it is.
Envy there, Envy. Now trying to fight back. Has that damage from this Edict, just ripping Nando to pieces. Nando, he needs help, and he needs it now. Carl's coming in. There'll be the swap. Oh, it's the swap into an Assassinate, though. And now Carl, he's in trouble as well. They've got both of them killed.
That was a nice play there by Envy. Him and DJ definitely just being like, oh, come on, bait him. He's gonna go. So perfect read of the play there. And Universe, Blink Dagger reveal. Quick with a pickoff on 2 cores.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they saw Envy pick up the Invis rune. I guess they just didn't quite expect him to head over and have eyes on the Venge from that area of the map. And he did. He had the info that Fnatic needed.
Envy, again, just making all the right moves around the map. He has died. He did die twice early, but the pressure that he's putting just with his movement, and he's allowing his teammates to farm so much. He let Universe farm up that Blink Dagger. He let Abed catch up so heavily. Level 11 now. On Lesh, almost has that Bloodstone finished up bottom.
And he's desperately looking for sort of these Shadow Blade pickups. He goes for DJ every time. Because, I mean, it is the easiest kill if DJ's alone, but anytime there's any sort of stunner around him, Nando doesn't get away with the kills.
Yep. Bottom. They're looking for Yaj.
There they go with the jump in. Oh, the primal split coming out just in time to dodge the Assassinate.
But it is a full defensive one.
Sure. But
and they actually
saves his life.
Kill one of the brews. And the other one just tornadoes up Abed, and they run away.
A tithe to the impurities.
They consistently are knowing exactly where Nando's making the moves with the Shadow Blade.
And quite crucial that Raj, because I think Raj, how's he doing on the items? On the brew.
He's got the blink.
He's got it, yeah. So just has it picked up now. Yeah, if he died there, would have set him back a little bit, I think. Because
yeah.
I don't think he quite had the gold at the time.
It's going to be very important for their team fight. They still haven't been able to set up that Song Disruptor ulti because Fnatic is kind of splitting them up on the map, and they're putting the pressure on, right? They're running at the Disruptor a bit. Fnatic isn't playing under that ward vision right now. They see Abed farming, and they even saw DJ kind of running into their jungle too. So they probably should assume that this is just Fnatic farming across the map. 5k gold advantage just ticked back down to 4, but Fnatic getting quite big already. Bloodstone about to be finished up now for Envy. Needs to build some armor items probably in this game, or he goes for that Yule Scepter to dodge the sleep combo. It can be, I mean, even both is fine. Smoke coming out. Brew has no split, but they still have the Naga combo.
Let's see. Smoke dispel, but man, DJ a little too speedy.
Gets glimpsed.
Oh, maybe not. They do have the vision.
Blinding
DJ
light.
knocks them back.
He's got his Force Staff as well, but they should be able to catch this one.
With 4 heroes surrounding the call. In fact, the full 5-man of Execration. Do you manage to claim DJ's life?
Instantly, Fnatic goes and pushes the side lanes. Yash shows himself in the mid lane.
Now they're going to jump in. They are going to look to play around with this brew, but Yash, he does... as we can see, pretty tanky on the Brewmaster, so they'll have to leave. They did put the Song there, maybe trying to see if they could catch someone, but with the Stampede, Fnatic were well out of the way.
Yeah. Envy and Universe were looking to try to set up a play in the meanwhile top. Shadow Blade and Force Staff though. Nando might be looking to re-engage here.
And yeah, if they get on top of Envy, as you said, he's...
Universe was there. That would have been very risky under a tower. They have other TPs that can follow up. Everybody, or Pi does not have one, but Abed, the big one with the DD. And DJ, he's still just farming up on that Coddle. He's halfway to Aghanims.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And definite problems arising for Execration as this game goes on now. With these, the Abed sniper.
He's getting huge. He's already got Dragonlance Maelstrom. Going to that BKB next. Smoke comes out. There is the Brew Split available right now for Execration. He's just shy of level 12, so it's still level 1.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Abed.
He's got the catch onto the OD, follow up with the Burrow Strike, the perfect stun control, but no, the full stuff. But a little time for Carlin with the Static Storm. The play in turn from Execration coming back.
Abed.
They jump forward. They've caught out Yax. That's going to be one down. Abed's going to get blown up as the Sanity Eclipse gets dropped by Carl. Execration, they found 2 out of this, maybe even more as they look towards Pi. Jigs it off with the Sandstorm, goes over to the OD, but the control's there with the net, with the magic missile. Execration saving the OD there, as it really looked like he was going to get chain stunned up, but that 4-star breaking up the combo, getting Carl out of it.
And it was also Nando, he just straight beelined to the sniper in the back, got the stun off, and Abed just got ripped to shreds by that Venge, doing the Venge's damage, which is quite high if you can actually focus fire the sniper. DJ wasn't there for that fight. He was split pushing bottom lane. He almost got the tower as a Coddle. But yeah, Execration, a beautiful storm, brings them back in this one a bit. And now there is a Blink Force drums on that OD, so he's a lot safer now in most of these situations because of that, of course, Blink Astral. BKB, the next choice for Nando. Really needs it, like you mentioned.
Oh, so many stuns.
Is heavy stun based and heavy magic damage oriented besides that sniper. Song is available, Static Storm as well. Lumic is going to be going for a Force Staff, so it looks like they do want to just be able to pull their teammates all the way instead of going for that, you know, the Meteor Hammer that we're so used to seeing.
Pi on the hunt. Just looking at Lumic. Doesn't have epicenter though for 20 seconds.
Oh.
And, well...
Pi?
Pi?
He is... dead.
Yeah. I mean... He got a few creeps with the bow strike. Tactical feat. Tactical. That's about
like that, right?
Yeah.
Double tome by Envy. Like you said, Envy.
He loves the tomes for himself.
Tomes, yep. He's got the 5 armor talent. The next talent he can take is 15 strength and 40 movement speed. I've seen people take both. I like the movement speed quite a lot, but strength is also 300 HP, so it's hard to say no to that one. Mid tower being taken out. DJ did not want to defend that one because he was like 150 gold from Aghanims. Coddle now has it. 22 minutes with the Force. So 2 minutes till the next daytime. That's when we'll see Fnatic make the next move.
Midas gold, nearly there for Yach. I can set the long road towards that 25. The Brews do love mid lane. Jump in. They've got the Astro, they're bringing in Grims for that Static Storm to hold down the center. It is a centaur, it's pretty tanky, but Carl, of course, with the pure damage, does a lot. Sanity's Eclipse, oh, it's not quite enough, is it? Oh, with the glimpse, they'll have him, surely. They get the final touch for Universe, will go down. Takes quite a bit, but it does take the centaur out of the hands of Fnatic. As the OD, Carl, he's doing some heavy work this game, as needed. I mean, Carl, as we've said, for Execration, definitely being the standout player, as he's had very solid performances throughout the day.
Yeah, and they're getting aggressive with their Static Storm cooldown.
Yeah.
Abed getting closer and closer to BKB, really needs that one, just so he's not so that he's not afraid of that combo, you know, the Naga Disruptor, of course. Can still get netted, but he won't have to take the brunt of the damage from the Execration lineup. So he's got Gem now finished on DJ, and like we said, 40 more seconds till Fnatic really wants to make a play. They may even, I mean, they could even wait for Envy's BKB too, because he's getting relatively close to that one. But I think they could just get aggressive with Abed's as well, since they already have DJ at his peak on the Coddle.
It definitely feels like we get to the point where the fights are really going to kick off. With these irons, the both teams are very happy engaging with. There's that ward though on the side from Fnatic that will spot out. So that group up from Execration. Now we'll move away from it. Carl leading the way, just has to be a little careful. Still, yeah, a minute on that Sanity's Eclipse, and as we're seeing, that's quite crucial for these fights.
Nando is looking for DJ. Blinding Light pushes him away, no swap. Nando does have the BKB as well already.
They're gonna go for Roche. They have got that high physical, but the Wave of Terror and the Benjora.
I think that Fnatic's gonna know this one.
But it's sort of hard to fight around the pit. There is the Song.
They have the Day Vision though.
And there is the Storm.
They can throw the blast with the Day Vision. But yeah, they don't have the BKB yet on Envy.
It's already down to half.
Yeah, this is a bit scary.
Oh, can Fnatic take this fight?
They're bringing the Lesh.
There's the combo. In they go. Universe jumping in on the sidelines, looking to disrupt that Naga. With the Naga gone, there's no Song. The Roche Travel 4. Abed denies the Aegis. He takes it away from them, and they found two. They do it here. Abed with the double, the triple kill. Fnatic ripping them apart.
Lumic was showing himself outside the pit. He just gets stunned, so they have no sleep combo.
No chance for the Song. Abed reaches him from the side and he gets the deny on the Aegis. He says, if we can't have it, no one can.
And they can full heal everybody. They can go for this push. There is everything pretty much available for Execration though. They use Static Storm, but all the other heroes have their ultis. Fnatic though, this is their time to try to breach that high ground.
It is, and they've got that push with the Diabolic Edict. Melting towers. Fnatic, Envy, got a TP back.
He can get recalled.
He can. He's going to pick up his BKB.
Yep.
Get the free trip back from DJ in a second. There we go. Back in. BKB Lesh now knocking on your doorstep.
And they're just going to keep getting full healed. Illuminate.
And with the 3 cores dead, Execration nothing to do. And as you say,
they already have BKB.
They're going to try. Lumic.
The thing is that, yeah, it's just a halt.
And they're trying with this primal split, and it will keep Fnatic off the racks for now at least, but they've got to be careful with the Brooding. The primal split, he's lost 2 of them already. Carl has to self-astral. Envy pots the BKB, they've got the epicenter revving up. Carl will get swapped back. Oh, that swap by time, but the assassinate flies through. Arbed hits the headshot. Sniper getting the kill, and Fnatic now, they are just forcing Execration back and apart.
They're just all full health.
As Fnatic will claim this mid set of racks.
They're not done, it's still daytime.
Arbed is just peeping people from the sidelines. Another assassinate to finish off the brew. And they're going down to the bottom lane.
Yeah, it's still daytime. They're going to have get full healed again. They've got the coddle, the mana machine, the heal machine.
I mean,
Fnatic getting aggressive
they're
again.
Just jumping in. They force him back, the sentry's down. Ooh, the blast back as well, putting Nando into the hands of Fnatic. As Fnatic taking the kills, core after core, looking for the second set of racks. They're ready to play with them around outside of the fountain. They jump in, Static Storm is there, but Lumic gets beaten down. That's no Naga Siren.
Universe has a pipe too. I think this is just game over, Owen.
I mean, it always hurts to sort of point it on one position, one player, but as you said, Lumic being where he was outside of the pit, not being able to get the song when it was needed around that Roshan, just meant the Fnatic got a free team fight. They got a free 2 sets of racks.
Yep, free wipe.
It all fell apart from that point.
Free wipe, Abed denies the Aegis like you said, and it was at Fnatic's peak timing. It's literally, they just had gotten the Coddle Aghanims, they just had gotten the Gem, they just had gotten the BKB on Abed. The dream scenario for Fnatic. Cleaning up shrines, 2 full sets of racks, 16k lead.
Radiant's bottom shrine has fallen.
How do they get back in this one? There's already the BKBs on the course. The Naga Sleep and the Disruptor combo have been countered now. And look, DJ just being frustrating. Mana leaking the OD from that super far cast range since he has that plus 350. And a Blink Dagger.
A Fnatic on the verge of qualifying with this lineup to the Corsair DreamLeague Valve Minor LAN Finals.
Man, this is such a set timing too. It's the same time I've seen happen a lot when Liquid plays this Coddle. So that 24 to 28 minute mark, the game just pretty much ends if they get that momentum.
They're going to stampede forward. They're looking to close the gap. Bottom lane, Pi, he's moved in onto Nando. Nando, he's not
2 minutes
going to get out. The sentries are down. They've got the vision. Mid lane, they'll lose the Naga Siren. The BKBs have come out. Assassinate from the side will be dodged by this Astral, but Envy looking for the timing. He's going to find it. They catch out the OD. Carl down for 60 seconds. He does have buyback, but Nando, he does not.
They just never have to stop too. Universe TPs to base, gets recalled back in. They're just going to sit right outside the base here. Do not let Execration get anything back in this game.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
As Fnatic looking to close things up. They've got the creep wave coming in on the top lane, so they can take down this tier 2 tower. 20k gold lead and growing with these towers falling at incredible speed, and you can see it there. That Roche was where the drop-off was. As ever since that point, just kill after kill for Fnatic. Full momentum. And Execration just can't stop it. They can't put any sort of hold back on this flow that Fnatic have got going. They can try.
Big back.
A Fnatic, as we've seen, have had a tough time in a lot of the qualifiers, the SEA qualifiers in previous run-ups to events, but this time round,
they've definitely done it.
It feels like they have.
Envy's gonna go bottom, pick up his item, his plate mail, get recalled.
Oh, and Nando, he's walked out to his own death. There's no escape for this Vengeful Spirit. He's outside of the base. He has gone down. No buyback on Nando. A minute without the Venge. And Fnatic know that they can get away with whatever they want now. Even picking up a Shadow Blade on OD, you know that they're desperate. Execration with the way that they're getting beat down at the jump forward. The 2-man who stomp comes in from Universe. The Static Storm's down, but the BKB is already out from Envy. He's looking to chase down Lumic, who's trying to get back to base, but the AoE damage from the Lestrack's too much. As Fnatic are slowly beating Execration down. They'll go for the 3rd set of rags. Carl jumping in. He's got the Shadow Blade, tries to get himself out of there, but he's out of mana. Jump forward from Universe, they have the control. GG, well played is called. Ladies and gentlemen, your victors of the Southeast Asian qualifiers for the Corsair DreamLeague LAN Finals are Fnatic.
With a very good showing in his last two games. Envy went off in the first game. The second game, he was the space creator. He died once or twice, didn't matter. He was getting his other cores farmed. Abed caught back up. Universe caught back up. They started making all the right rotations, but it comes down to that